Alright guys, Vaping Vick here, back with a quick look. The CuBox AIO, this is what it is. So Joyetech, they did the AIO, which was a tiny little tube mod that was designed for smokers going on to vapors, and a very portable little vape setup. They then did the CuBox, which was the same tank but with a bigger body, you know, a box style body. They've now done this, the CuBox AIO. It's an all-in-one style version of the AIO. So it has this tank section built in, and you literally just drop your coil head in. I'm going to actually put some juice in mine now as it goes. Just drop in your juice and you are good to go. There we go. So what are the specs on this bad boy, and why am I excited about it? Because I'm excited about it. It is a 2000 mAh battery. It has 2 amp charging. It has a battery indicator on the top. It's available in a range of colours, and it has a 0.6 coil head in it. It is actually the same coil heads as the previous CuBox AIO range. So we're down on 4 lights and we're vaping away like this, and this is why I'm excited about it. This is why I'm happy about this one. I have the airflow completely closed off. That's how I currently have it, and it's vaping like this. A really nice, genuine mouth to lung vape. Completely closed off. Don't be afraid of vaping it completely closed off. It's not a sealed unit, and it seems to really vape well closed off as a mouth to lung. You can go to one hole, which looks about 1 millimeter on each side. You can get a looser mouth to lung draw, but then you can open it all the way up, all 5 holes on both sides, and you can have a fairly reasonable lung hit as well. And a very nice lung hit. I genuinely believe, with it all closed off, a very nice mouth to lung vape that I think smokers will enjoy, and that's why I'm pleased about this one. With the previous ones, I liked them, but I said that they were slightly too loose, and you couldn't do this with those. This one, for whatever reason, it does vape really nicely in mouth to lung and lung mode, and I'm really pleased about that. The coil heads were always fine before, but you couldn't quite authenticate that mouth to lung with the previous ones. I genuinely think this one is going to be very popular with smokers. Available in a range of colours, like I've said. It's a 2 mil capacity tank. You refill it just like I just did then. You literally pull the top off and you stick your juice in. That is another thing I like about this. You've seen loads of these by now where you drop the coil in like this. But it's not been as simplistic as this. It's always been a long pointy thing, and the coil's at the bottom of the long stem. You put your stem back in, and there's a lot going on. This one is literally just a coil head sat in a tank. The cup only goes down to there, and the coil head's just literally stuck on the end of this. So it has that very natural feel about it. Makes it super easy to change, super easy to understand what's going on, and very nice indeed. I've vaped it a bit like that, but I'm actually really enjoying it, like with maybe just half a hole open on each side. I hope you can appreciate and see how I'm doing that as a genuine mouth to lung vape, and a really tasty one as well. The flavours coming out very nicely indeed. I even like the drip tip on this one. It's just got a very sort of nice plastic but smooth and correctly sized feel to it. So I'm really liking this. A couple of things I've noticed to be aware of. This one more so than the previous ones actually. The battery indicator, once you're going down to 3 and 2 lights, it is better to charge it at that point if you can. I find the vape quality does start to go when you get down to 2 lights, and I didn't really notice that with the previous ones. So if you can, if you're in an office or something, when it gets down to 2, maybe even 3 lights, stick it back on the charger, because it stays on 5 lights for ages and 4 lights for quite a while, but then starts to go down quite quickly. So yeah, I do recommend sticking it back on the charger when you get down to 3 lights with this. It's just a thing, I don't know why, it just is. And the other one is when you do take this out and drop it back in, it does flood the coil head a bit. What is that? It does flood the coil head a bit, so that is something to be aware of. You don't want to be taking this on and off all the time. Use the viewing window to see how much juice you've got, and only open it when you want to do that. When I say it floods it, all I mean is you're just going to need to give it 4 or 5 hard vapes to get it back to normal, and you're golden. So don't fill it and then just walk away from it as well. When you fill it, do 4 or 5 vapes so that it's not just really saturated for a really long time. But overall, this is fantastic. I'm really pleased with it. Obviously, as I always say with these, this is not a full review. If you are intrigued and interested by this, go and try and find a full review of this, a full breakdown. I'm just giving you a quick look at it, so I wanted you to see it. But I genuinely am enjoying it. I've had it a little while now. Yeah, so very, very small, very, very portable, tiny in the hand. You can compare it to an 18650 battery here. It gives you a good idea. It's about the same size. It's about 40mm wide on this side as well. Very, very small, very, very pocket friendly. Yeah, a range of colours. I've got the old black one, just my look, but the other colours look really cool, so do check those out. 0.6 coil heads, vaping really nice, really good flavour, genuine mouth to lung with the airflow closed down. Really, really enjoying this kit. Really, really enjoying this kit. This is the one I'm most pleased with. As it stands right now, when I talk to a smoker, I think I'm going to be recommending this now. I've been Vick, and I'll see you again soon.